So it's really important to know that kids really, more than anything, I think the most important thing that you can do to wrap this conversation up is to remember the importance of a child's voice. And so many times, I think when kids get to kindergarten, they kind of lose that voice. And I think it's probably due to lots of variables, but one is that I don't know if they feel safe enough or they don't feel empowered enough to be able to say what's on their mind. So for a brief period of time, I was a principal at a school where there were kids who had some challenges, and of course I went in and tried to do all these particular techniques that I've tried to teach you today about the management of a classroom, and really, really important to me to improve the culture of the school that I was working in. And I would walk around every single day, just doing some of the things I just talked to you about, trying to really reinforce the appropriate behavior, making sure that kids felt engaged and connected and the power of the relationship and all these things. But there was one particular student who really never spoke to me. He never looked at me. He never acknowledged any of my prompts or conversations, and I just felt like, well, you can't win them all. And I always told the kids that it was very important if they had something to say that I wanted to hear it, but to never come to my office without a potential solution, because I knew that they were inventive enough and bright enough to be able to bring a potential solution with them. So I was sitting in my office one day, and the secretary said that there was someone there to see me, and I walked out, and lo and behold, it was a student. And when I walked out to talk with him, he said he had a problem, and I said, well, come on in. And I said, before you start, though, do you have a solution to your problem? And he said right away, well, I just want to let you know, so-and-so is messing with me. And I said, whoa, wait a second. What does messing with you mean? And he said, couldn't define it. And I said, well, listen, you know the rule around here. You are always welcome to come and tell me what it is that's on your mind. But you must come with a potential solution, because I know you have that in you. So why don't you go right on back to your classroom, think about what you have going on in your brain, and you can come back to me when you have a potential solution to that problem. So he stopped, and he said, I didn't come here because I had a problem. I said, well, why did you come? And he said, well, I came because I wanted to tell you something. And I said, wow. And he said, I just want you to know that I really like you, and I really like you being here. And I said, well, why? Unbelievable. You've never spoken to me. Why today? And he said, because you're leaving. You've taught us to, be transparent and to tell people things that will make their day, and I want you to know that I care about you. I said, wow, that's unbelievable. And I said, but can you just tell me why you came and said that? And he said, yeah. He said, because with you, kids have a voice. And I said, whoa, that's unbelievable. And he said, most of all, you hear me. And so I was just speechless, and I put my arms around him, and we just spoke that language of, I was just so grateful that he took the risk, and he could have said something every single day of the week and never been that powerful. So it's very, very important to give kids their voice and to do something in the culture that makes you hear them.